So this seems pretty serious. Felt like I needed to get a reaction out of this, so I'm blind reacting to this. I watched the first 20 seconds, and I remember him reporting on this. I watched this recently, so let's get into it.
I need to talk to you about something serious. Last week, I received a demand letter from lawyers representing Kanakuk Ministries, a Christian summer camp in Missouri. They're threatening to sue me for defamation because of something I said on my podcast with Congressman Ro Khanna. Here's what I said. I brought Elizabeth Phillips on my show, and she talked about how Kanakuk employees have been molesting thousands of kids for years and putting them under NDAs after settlements so they can never come out and talk about their sexual abuse and trauma. Kanakuk's lawyers are demanding I take down that portion of the interview, issue a public apology, and stop talking about this.
I'm going to wait to comment, but you already know what I want to say.
They gave me 10 days. That deadline has passed. Here's my response. No, I don't negotiate with pedophiles or the people who defend them. I'm not taking anything down. I'm not apologizing, and I'm damn sure not going to stop talking about child sexual abuse at a Christian camp that continues to operate in the same grounds where horrific abuse took place.
Fuck yeah, Shawn.
Let me be crystal clear about the facts.
Good job, dude.
Facts that Kanakuk's own lawyers admitted in their letter. 1. Pete Newman, a senior Kanakuk employee and camp director, sexually abused children at Kanakuk for multiple years in the early 2000s. He's now serving life sentences. 2. Between 20 and 30 civil lawsuits were filed against Kanakuk. 3. Multiple confidential settlement agreements were executed with victims, NDAs that prevented these kids from speaking publicly about what happened to them. Kanakuk can't.
How can this be possible? How can children be sexually abused and then made to sign NDAs saying they can't talk about it? That's the most wild shit I've ever heard in my life. I didn't even know that was possible. What the fuck? What is going on? I feel like you're in the Twilight Zone. I don't get it. I don't understand. This makes no sense. We're fucking having kids sign NDAs? What?
Prove the number is less than thousands. And given their own admission of a cover-up, the true number is unknowable. But here's what really pisses me the fuck off. Kanakuk is still operating a camp at the very location where countless children suffered horrific abuse. They're still running programs. They're still bringing kids to the exact same place. And now they want to silence me for talking about it. This isn't about protecting their reputation. This is about protecting children, and I will not be silenced. My attorney has sent Kanakuk's lawyers a response. We've made it clear. If they want to sue me, bring it on.
Fuck yeah.
We welcome discovery. We welcome depositions of
Oh yeah, they welcome discovery. Oh, dude, the whole camp will be deposed if they decide to sue him. That opens up a door for Shawn's lawyers to get whatever fucking information they want. That's what they don't understand about this is it's not going to we'll sue you. Okay, bring it on. Sure, bring it on. We want to know what's been going on behind these closed doors.
Kanakuk leadership about what they knew, when they knew it, and what they did or didn't do to protect children. We welcome full disclosure of every abuse allegation, every settlement, every internal investigation, and every financial record showing whether Kanakuk actually suffered any harm from my statement or whether this is just an attempt to intimidate people into silence. Under Tennessee law, Kanakuk will have to prove I'm lying. They'll have to prove actual malice, that I knew my statements were false, or that I had serious doubts about its truth. They can't do that. because I relied on Elizabeth Phillips, whose brother was a victim. I relied on public court records, relied on widespread media coverage of Pete Newman's prosecution, and most importantly, they admit the core of what I said is true.
This has me gritting my teeth. Gritting my teeth. My teeth are going to hurt later. I find it so hard to believe that so many grown people go out of their way to not protect children. I mean, I'm getting emotional thinking about this. How can there be so many of them? How can so many people not care? Or even worse, how can so many people be evil? I mean, I'm really lost. I'm lost on this.
Kanakuk employees sexually abused children. Victims were silenced by confidentiality agreements. That's not defamation, that's the truth. I want to say something directly to survivors. I see you, I believe you, and I will not stop fighting for you. Sexual abuse at youth camps, especially Christian camps that are supposed to be safe places, is a matter of urgent public concern. Parents have a right to know. Kids have a right to be protected, and survivors have a right to speak. Kanakuk's attempt to use legal threats to silence reporting on child sexual abuse in itself is newsworthy, and I'm going to keep reporting on it. To Kanakuk, you want to talk about callous and malicious disregard for the truth? Let's talk about operating a camp where a predator had access to thousands of children for years. Let's talk about confidentiality agreements that silenced traumatized kids. Let's talk about continuing to operate on a crime scene. You're not the victim here. The children you failed to protect are the victims. I stand by every word I said. I will not retract. I will not apologize. And if you want to sue me, my lawyers are ready. To everyone watching, this is why I do this show. This is why we tell real stories about real people, because the truth matters, because kids matter, and because some things are more important than money or reputation. If you want to support survivors of institutional child sexual abuse, check out No More Victims, the organization Elizabeth Phillips founded. They're passing laws to protect kids and hold institutions like Kanakuk accountable.
Very good.
And if you're a survivor, please know it's not your fault. You deserve justice, and there are people fighting for you. I'll keep you updated as this develops, but I'm not going to be backing down.
That man right there is fighting the good fight. That man right there, I look up to this man. He is doing something that is so admirable that so many of us should be doing, and so many of us go on with our days like none of this happens, like it's not real, like it's a fantasy, like it's a movie, like it's some evil plot, that doesn't really exist. Out of sight, out of mind, I guess. But man, I don't know what to say. Breaks my heart, man. What was the name of the organization again? I can't remember.
Survivors of institutional child sexual abuse, check out No More Victims.
No More Victims.
The organization Elizabeth.
All right. There it is. Ways to give, become a corporate partner, donate, and events. They need to update their. Looks like they need to update their website for sure. June 15th, 2024 was the last event they posted. They need to do more events and fundraisers for sure. Maybe I'll get a hold of them. Yeah, I'll probably send out an email. See if we can get an event set up. It's a good idea. All right. Well, I'm going to do that. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. It's a heavy subject. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Like and subscribe. I appreciate you watching. Catch you next time.